Hi, I'm Rhonda with Comey and Shepherd Realtors, and last year my husband and I bought this pool property. We were in a very big hurry, in multiple offers, and I think that we made every possible mistake that we could make, and yet we still have a pool. So please know that the tips that I'm going to give you will just save you some heartache along the way if you're considering buying a house with a pool. So the first thing that we want to look at is the pool deck. Why? Well, because it can be very expensive to fix, and sometimes to the point where you might as well just pull the entire pool out and start over. It's that critical. So examine, where the skimmers are, where the ladders and things get attached to the deck, and make sure that those are in good shape and that the concrete or whatever the material isn't heaving up from tree roots or something else, just age and not being repaired. So the second thing we want to look at is what type of shape is the pool itself in. You want to know if it's a liner or gunite or fiberglass, or sometimes it's a combination of things. But the other things that we need to find out from the sellers, if they know, are things like, when was it built? Who put it in? And are there blueprints? Or, just what information can we get about the pool itself? If it's a liner, when was it replaced last? Lots of questions, and even if you can't get the answers, it doesn't mean you're not going to buy the pool. But let's keep going. And let's take a brief moment to talk about liners. Liners typically last 7 to 8 years, and when they are drooping, if they are leaking, have a lot of patches in them already, you may want to start looking at replacement. If the liner is not leaking, you might be able to go a little bit longer. Ours is actually like 11 or 12 years old, and thankfully this is probably the last year for it. It's not in great shape, but it's held up this entire time. So just because it hits that 7 or 8 year old mark doesn't mean that you have to replace it, but that's what you can expect typically the lifespan to be. So the fourth thing that you want to deal with is cleaning. What type of equipment do they have? Is someone else maintaining it? Are the homeowners themselves maintaining it? And can they help you get started? I find that a lot of homeowners who have pools have loved the pool. They love sharing their knowledge with a new pool owner. I think it's in many cases because they've enjoyed it. They have a lot of great memories, and they want to help you create those memories with your family as well. So normally they will help you get up and started, but if they are not maintaining it, they will gladly share their maintenance person's information with you. And then you can decide as you learn more about the pool whether or not you would like to maintain it. But we need to know if there's equipment there, vacuums, creepy crawlers, robotic vacuums, and whatever's there is supposed to stay with the pool per our contract. If there's something though that is a little more expensive, like a robot, we do want to make sure that we specify that stays, just to keep everybody on the same page. So if the pool is up and running, everything seems to be working, you should be good. But let me show you what equipment you are actually looking at, so that if you have questions about something, then you can talk to someone about it intelligently. All right, so this thing here is your sand filter. This needs to have the sand replaced about every 6 years. And if we can find out or if we can find out when that was done last, or when the actual filter was replaced, that's a really good thing to know. This down here is your pump. that thing there. You have to clean out this little basket every couple of days, or at least I do, because I have a lot of debris in my pool. But that obviously should sound like it's running nice and smoothly, as it is today. We also have over here, this thing is an inline chlorinator. So sometimes you will see people having things floating in their pool. This allows you to just put the chlorine tablets right in there, and it distributes that chlorine to the pool. You don't have to have stuff floating in the pool. If I were gonna have a heater, it would be right in here. This is a gas line that someone had set up at some point. And although it's not in use right now, if you have a heater, I've heard it's very expensive to run, but also very helpful in our climate. So what about storage and covers? Where are the homeowners keeping things for their pool? Because more than likely, you are going to have a space as well. And if it takes up your storage space for other things, that could be a problem. So, storage for winter covers, solar covers, your vacuuming, all of your vacuum and equipment, plus your pool toys. You got to have a space for that. So this is a solar cover. Sometimes it comes on like a reel where you can just roll it up and pull it out. A little bit easier to deal with. The winter cover, let's see if we can find that. All right. So if your winter cover is not on, this is one option. And if this is your first time to our channel, make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure that you also share this with someone else who's maybe looking at moving to the Cincinnati area. And check out this other video about owning a pool here in Southwest Ohio.